Hey everyone, today we're in the new and updated Star Pack, and we're going to be experimenting with the role pets today. So obviously there's the capybara, there is the Fossa, which when you remove 2 health from the first enemy for each role, it provides that in-battle utility that other pets like the cappy do not. And the cappy has changed, by the way. So when you roll now, it's no longer +1/2 stats, it's +1/1, and it activates on a cell ability as well. So you'll see both of these happen. The other role pets, real quick, we have the hamster, no change to that, and that's a pretty crucial. The two main pets in this are the hamster and the ostrich to really get the scaling going. The ostrich, you have to roll into 4 tier 6 shop pets, and then it'll automatically roll the shop and give stats to the team. And it does not touch the item shop. You'll see that in the run. There's the Okapi as well. You'll see that in bonus clips. I don't use that in this main run just because I used it in a lot of the bonus clips. So jumping into the run, this is a fairly long game, and we get scaled all the way to 50-50 on the team. Minus a couple health on a couple units, but at least 2 of the units get 50-50. And yeah, we're going to show this whole main run. This was actually not my plan to be the main run, but it happened like the night before as I was prepping the video. So yeah, just decided to jump this one ahead because it kind of shows the ultimate meta power of the build. And then I'm going to have some quick bonus clips. And then at the very end, I'm going to have a run that was going to be the main run, and I'm going to clip it like halfway in and just show kind of the rest of the run because it's a lot quicker win than this one, and it uses more the tempo like the Okapi. So I think it's a great example. This meta long game going for 50-50s, and then a short game where we don't get to 50-50, but we win really quick and still get the meta setup. So all rambling aside, I've said it in the past, every start to the new updated star pack, I take frog no matter what. And obviously the guinea pig is great for levels. If you can get and hold stats in this updated pack, it'll kind of carry you for a while. A lot of people are pivoting and switching out pets a lot. Typically I don't carry pets that far, but part of my plan was if I can get a frog level 3 and then just get another unit with good stats, I can wait until turn 9 and then either roll into hamster or level up into ostrich and then do my frog swap at that point. So it's a super greedy play on the frog swap. The frog swap now on level 2, it's tier 4 pets it works on. Level 1, you can sell it and it'll swap pets on tier 2 or lower. So when we get it to level 3, that's when it'll work on the hamster or the ostrich, the tier 5 and 6 pets. So we can swap the guinea pig onto a hamster with the stats. I don't think that's what we do in this run, but yeah, it works out. It's a great setup. So getting the cappies going. I thought about going separate cappies, but we have good tempo. The anteater is really, really good considering all the health on the team. So yeah, all I really care about is preserving these lives so I can basically get to turn 9 and see if I can high roll and get the team set up. Because it does require somewhat of a high roll. And you see a Fossa. I'm skipping Fossas because I know I can find a Fossa or something else to fill the team later. I wasn't sure if it was going to be Fossa. I would have just thrown like an Ibex in there. I think Ibex is in the run later that I'm going to show, but yeah, there's Okapi. So I had a very specific thing in mind once I got this going, and it wasn't necessarily the role pets, I don't think. I forget exactly what I was looking for, but then you see I settle on the Fossa. I'm like, okay, Fossa's happening. We have the orangutan, so might as well get the Fossa in, see if the orangutan hits it. We can always do like a cappy swap and then sell the orangutan and then do the frog swap. So there's lots of orders, but I'm thinking about how to min-max. Like doing a frog swap's awkward because you basically have 3 slots that you need locked up. So because of that, I sell the Fossa. I sell one of the units I basically need on my team, or I really wanted. And at this point, I say, okay, well, we're really set up for the frog swap. I could go a couple more rounds, but it's good with the roll squad to basically get 3 or 4 roll unit synergy going and then get one really strong unit. So I decided, you know what? We're going to get carried by a reindeer. It's going to take us to the promised land, especially while we set up the whole team. That extra melon is just crucial. So rolling for hamsters, Find a Fossa. Fossa number 3. Fossa number 2 on the team, but Fossa number 3 in the game that we saw. And yeah, we roll into hamster and Fossa. So we did the frog swap on the reindeer. Not a very effective frog swap, but the team is pretty set up. We're getting the orangutan buffs. All we need to do is get to turn 11, roll into Ostrich, sell Cappy, get the Ostrich in, and then start rolling to the moon. So the Ostrich shows up in the shop, but I wanted to roll into the Ostrich. I was getting really greedy with the Cappy for really no reason. I should just sell the Cappy and get the Ostrich in here. But I freeze the Ostrich, freeze the chocolate. I get so lucky. I roll into it. So sell the Cappy. And you see when we sold the Cappy, the Ostrich got more stats. So base stats 2-8. It's a 6-12 now. It got 4-4. 2 from the roll, 2 from the sell. And yeah, we have chocolate and Ostrich. So immediate level 2, which is a great thing. Another Ostrich shows up. But I think, you know what? We need to start getting the stats rolling. Level 3, I've said it so many times. I rarely get pets to level 3. Only if it's an achievement or if they all present themselves and it's kind of a convenient method. I need the stats right now. So I'm going to use this ostrich to fish for stats. We need a 4th tier 6. A hamster shows up. I think, all right, we have 3 lives. It's time. The meta setup, if you get an ostrich and as many hamsters as you can possibly get, you're going to scale super fast and you'll see the power of it. This is why I want to show it in the main run because of this setup. Obviously, with the reindeer and the Fossa, we have the in-battle ability. So once we get 50-50, our team's going to be super strong as opposed to like an ostrich all hamster team. But yeah, you can see we got the ostrich buff. It rolled the shop. So I'll get it rolling a little faster. Hot dogs, I figured, are great, especially this early. We're not getting stats too fast yet. So let's get the hot dogs rolling. Get us some attack. Have good health from the orangutan. Man, teams are kind of big. Double clownfish. That's scary. I used to run clownfish. I used to spam those toxic clownfish teams in customs. And I realized one day I'm part of the problem. So I stopped. But because of all that experience with clownfish, it's certainly one of my favorite to kind of use as monkey as like the intermediate scaling and quick pivots and all that stuff. You have a bunch of stuff at level 1.5, bring in a clownfish for the next 2 turns while you level it all. So yeah, how many rolls have we had this turn? We've had 10 rolls this turn. I mean, you see what's going on here? I'm going to get this going faster. Sorry we've been going so slow. It goes to turn 20, like I said. So 13 rolls. We don't really see the power of it yet, but yeah, I should probably be running front ostrich because we're reducing so much health. I thought about it at a certain point, but I was like, we're strong. It's fine. So super greedy with the hamster here. If we roll into another tier 6, this hamster is going to disappear. But I wanted to get a couple rolls in to see if to get some triggers out of the way. There's no real reason for it. The only reason for doing that is to get the Fossa triggers up, and there's no reason. So rolling into tier 6, it goes away. This hamster's out of triggers. That's why we have the chocolate. Level them up. The level ups are great too because you freeze both of them. So if you could strategically plan your level ups, or in my case, it just worked out perfect. And yeah, we're going for that was our 3rd trigger. There's a chocolate there. Might as well take the level up. So we got, I think, 3 triggers there, which each trigger is plus 8 in stats. So we got plus 24 in stats, I think. Did we really get 48 total stats in that round with 3 triggers? That's pretty nuts. So let's see. 10 gold, 4 triggers, 1 ostrich. We have 13 gold now. 15 gold out of triggers. There's 2 ostrich. And we're buying equipment. 3 triggers. Come on. Ah, don't get it. So another plus 48 in stats? I mean, that's ridiculous. It's not even level 3 ostrich. Yeah, 18 rolls. It's just a joke. Did you see that? I'm sorry. We have to go back. We have to go back to this. And we're doing it live. I'm not going to edit this out or anything. Look at what happens here. Popcorn into Orca. This pug has 8 health. We need... If we get something is going to make it draw, right? Most likely we're going to draw. We get a Phoenix. Isn't that insane? We get like the most powerful unit we could have out of the Orca. Hey, the young Phoenix in the Star Pack, new Star Pack update, makes an appearance. I mean, that's just insane. Absolutely insane. 1 ostrich trigger. 2. Hey, this is just nuts. Just like the Nuts Weekly pack. It's only 2 triggers there, but still really good stats. I feel like my math is wrong in counting the stats, but I don't want to recalculate in my head. So I want to pay attention to these battles. They have a level... Wasn't that a level 3? We didn't mess up their order at all. What's going on here? You're wasting your octopi, aren't you? You don't want your octopi? So if you look at our health is a little more than attack, so I figured a couple hot dogs wouldn't hurt. But more importantly, let's just keep getting triggers. But yeah, 3 gold left, toss a hot dog. We're only at we've been at 1 life for a long time. So we had 14 triggers there, so we reduced it to 10 health. It's basically a guaranteed double trade, right? And they have Vulture Spino with a wolf. Wait a minute. You pilled an Orca. So we didn't snipe that. And you have a dolphin. What pack are we in right now? What pack is this? I promise you, this is Star Pack. What's going on here? I see you, Gawkeye. Alright, hot dogs galore. Our equipment's pretty set, right? So, hot dogs are probably the best thing to toss. But, we just want the triggers. And we're getting them, but 6 gold left. Figured, yeah, let's get the 2 hot dogs out, and then the rest of the game we're probably just rolling. At least until we get 50-50. And this is so dangerous. Look at these weakness. Look at this donkey. Donkey is the ultimate run killer. I've had so many runs killed by donkeys, and... yeah, don't care about your donkey. I had a 44-44 level 2 reindeer in reserve. How about you? Oh no, I can't get toxic. Alright, it's 8 wins, turn 19. We get a ton of gold. We're almost at 50-50. I looked at my achievements. I didn't have Fossa. Let's go for Fossa. You saw it in the thumbnail. Finally, the trigger. Man, that took a while. That was scary. Alright. We need to survive. 50-50. Mantis is now a 22 health. It takes 20 less damage once. So you need 40... Do you need 43 attack? I mean, we have 50 attack, so we kill it. But the Fossa. The ultimate Fossa. Melon is so crucial against a 1-1 ant, you have no idea. The best melon of my life. Oh, yeah. Feels good. Feels strong. And we still have a turn left to get our level 3 Fossa. And to try to push 50-50. So I start throwing those foods. There's our Fossa. And look at the level up. It gives us the trigger. It's just perfect. And I figured this is good enough on stats. The Ostrich absorbs some vulture snipes and whatnot. Let's get a little more health. Look at these stats. I mean, look at the team we're playing against, right? He's got a level 2 Ostrich. He's got the fairy armadillo that he probably lollipopped, right? To get the high, it was probably at 48 health. He probably lollipopped it, got it working on health again. I mean, this team is a Goliath. He's had the Cardinal Siamese cat set up probably all game. He's just been funneling levels into everything with the Dumbo octopus. This is an insane setup. And look at how many more stats we have. It's just a joke. A complete joke. We're making a mockery of this. Oh gosh. I couldn't believe it. If you get, yeah, I think the double hamster ostrich is perfect, and just get 2 in battle units. The Fossa doesn't really make sense when you get this strong, right? Just get a bunch of strong units, get pepper on them. So I think you can have 2 units here that are much better in the synergy. Perhaps one of them being an ammonite, where you make mimic octopi. But yeah, super fun run. Let's get into the bonus clips. So I'll slow these turns down a little bit. Still go at a fast pace, but yeah, not sure what to do. Find the orangutan. Figure, okay, it's at least some stats if we're getting ready for a frog swap. Another cappy, so screw it. Let's go. We're rolling. And oh lord, double cappy, okapi. Our okapi in the front is 10-11, so that should carry us to the promised land for a couple rounds. Yep, perfect. Want to preserve these lives so we can set up whatever team we want. Wasn't sure if we wanted to take the level up because the turn 7 level ups are crucial. So I figured the team's really strong right now. Let's save double level up, see what we get, see if we can really pivot the team, because there's no point in taking those level ups at the end of turn 6 when you're just going to roll into those units anyway next turn, and especially with the cappies and get the stats. So we roll into 1 hamster, and I figure, all right, we're just going to carry this hamster for a while, and he's probably going to be part of the build if we're going the roll build. So I know it's nothing really new right now, but we find this pet. And it's actually a roll pet. So I lied. We kind of have 4 pets in our synergy. This is a roll pet. And it's also a utility pet. So remove 2 health first enemy for each roll this turn. And we already have the hamster, so we're rolling a lot. And it has great stats from the cappy. Just worked out perfect. So get some more rolls in. Our okapi's huge. It's still carrying us. And yeah, 2 medium-sized units in the middle. This feels great. Ibex super strong. Ibex is like a skunk in a way, or like a better sea urchin. So just kind of rolling, seeing if there's anything we like. Passing on mantises, on manti. Yeah, a lot of decent options, but we're thinking to the future. Next turn we can roll into hamsters. Those rolls were really just to buff the okapi, carry us to the next round, try to keep the heart. So there's a hamster, and they got the cappy buff, so that was great. And the Ibex is super strong. Hurt or push, remove health from it. Figure we're already removing health from the first, and that's why I have the cappy in the front, because we're removing health from the first enemy. And yeah, the cappy has enough attack. It should kill him. We have a big okapi in second. And yeah, let's get the Ibex going. So basically we'll remove health at the beginning, and then whatever we don't kill, we'll remove more health from. And it should work out. So we're just rolling. See a chocolate. Figured, yep, level 2 hamster, what we want. Great tier 6s there for pivoting. But nope. It's not what we want. And if you guys have seen my other Star Pack videos, it's starting to become a consistent theme with how I scale my teams. The shoe bill is obviously very strong. I've used that a good amount. But there's another pet that's just so strong. And that pet is the Ostrich. And especially when you consider... Look, we have 4 roll pets. We could get the 5 roll pets going. But yeah, when you consider our setup, I mean, I've ostrich scaled without a hamster, without okapi, without any other roll pets. And yeah, it's been fine. So I figured having an ostrich with this setup is absolutely ideal. And the seaweed's very interesting. Transform into a sea urchin. So we're removing health at the beginning. We're removing health during battle with our ibex. And then we're going to remove health with our okapi, transforming into a sea urchin. So I figured we have 2 synergies going. We have the ultimate roll synergy, and then we have the ultimate utility for removing health synergy going. It's kind of like the skunk sea urchin synergy. So yeah, immediately our hamster, our lowest stat hamster on the team, trades with their front 2 units. And then it's an easy cleanup. We don't care if it's even favorable trades after that. Even if our okapi gets smashed after that, it's not a big deal. We have decent stats on the team. So it's turn 11 now, and yeah, we're pivoting off the cappy, but I want to get greedy. It's the first turn I can roll into tier 6s. I figure, why not try to roll into an ostrich and see what happens. If we can roll into an ostrich, that would be incredible. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm getting pepper. I figure I might go another turn without the ostrich. So the pepper is great equipment, but we roll into an ostrich. So sell down, and we get immediate level 2 ostrich, and that gives us 2 more tier 6s. So we can just freeze those and roll. Unfortunately, did not roll into any other tier 6, so we don't get the trigger. But the team's already so strong, as you see this interaction. So our lowest stat hamster again traded with a unit or 2. I think 2 units again. And now our sea urchin, and our ibex, and our chili pepper. So we get two trades as well. And yeah, we decimate a Spino team. Spino team super strong. We're still just pivoting into our team. Like, we've been pivoting this whole time. And we're finally set up. So I figure, come on. We got the gold. I don't want to just spam equipment out of the gate, but yeah, I even passed the ibex because I was like, I want to get the scaling going. And you saw there, we're starting to get the triggers. Starting to get the triggers, starting to scale. So weakest unit up front because we're lowering the health. And look at this, 8 attack, 8 health, perfect trade. Now, sea urchin, we reduced to 9 health. I think we would have killed anyway, but we still have reserves, right? I don't even know if our ibex triggered there. So this is working very well. Figure we don't even care about level 3 ostrich. The game's not going to last that much longer. And pepper pretty much guarantees trades for us. And the okapi doesn't really need pepper because there's a good chance it's going to last more than 1 hit. So this whole setup is just so perfect. This whole team. The ibex you could probably trade out for something else. Let's see. Reduce health to 6. He has garlic. Okay, he gets more health. So we don't trade. But like I said, if we had pepper, pepper would have been useless there. Oh, those garlics are getting good value. So not the most value on the sea urchin there. But, ooh, they get a melon. But yeah, our stats are great now. We're scaling way ahead of the curve with the hamster ostrich setup. We're still rolling a ton, so we're getting the okapi. And wait for it. Wait for it. Not finding anything, so alright, there's the stats. Alright, let's see how it goes. Sorry for all the different speeds and whatnot. I'm trying to like slow it down during stats. I'm doing the opposite. I'm trying to get better. So, reduce health to 1. Perfect trade. They have the sea urchin. We reduce health to 7. I don't think we would have killed if we didn't reduce the health. And now we reduce health to 21. So we kill. So it's a perfect trade. And then it's a good trade as well. We get the pepper value. And our hamster finishes the deal. 1 health. We had popcorn too, but incredible, incredible roll team. I could not believe this worked out so well. I think just bringing in the ibex during that time and bringing in certain pets just was the right decision. Bringing in the hamster early and then rolling into another. Obviously greeting with the ostrich turn 11, selling the cappy into it after we rolled it. Perfect high roll. Very fun team. Let's get into some bonus clips. All right, here's a bonus clip of the meta roll squad that's going a little bit deeper. Turn 17, 8 wins, 1 heart. So the main run was win on turn 14. If it went longer, the team would have been scaled a lot. So end up getting a level 3 ostrich. I had double ostrich. We will actually go and take a look at that. I'll put a short clip of that. And yeah, Okapi, very strong. Fossa, obviously very strong. Hamster level 3, and saber-tooth tiger. So freezing this chocolate because I don't want to use a chocolate until I kind of get my rolls in. As you can see, not too concerned with equipment. All I really cared about was scaling. And the fact that the double ostrich does not work, and you can't really do like a 5-of-a-kind ostrich or anything like that, kind of makes sense. Teamwood thought about it. I made the comment in my day 1 video that ostrich, I think, was going to be out of control. And yeah, it's not anymore. Good thinking ahead. Makes sense. Probably had a lot of learning lessons from the past with pets getting out of control, so yeah. Certainly hard to cover all your bases when doing major updates like this, but for the most part, it's pretty fun. I think it's more balanced than other packs we've seen, right? Unicorn pack, that was pretty broken. So yeah, anyway, it's just a big stat war in the battle, right? We get the win, and yeah, the Fossa is 50-50. The hamster and the Okapi are about to get there. I mean, look at the gold generation. It's just so great. We just don't lose gold for a long time. And yeah, we get the 50-50, so I was waiting to toss the hot dogs, because once they're 50-50, the hot dogs will only target the other 2 units. I decided to only toss one, because I had a thought of finding some equipment. I was looking for peppers, and I found a pepper. And then I switched position because I wanted to take a screenshot. So I got my screenshot, and I was watching some sports on the side, and I got distracted for a few minutes while I was taking the screenshot. And then, yeah, I turned back to the game. I look at my team. I see all the stats. I say, yeah, we're good. Whoops. I messed my order up. I left my saber-tooth in front. Not the biggest deal, but it did have a pretty good effect in position 2 with the Fossa. So position 1 could be fine as well, even though we're going to lose one. So there goes one mammoth. And we have so many stats. Oh, 3 mammoths. Level 3 vulture. But our stats are huge. Oh my gosh, so many summons. Oh, we're getting weak. Uh-oh. No, they sniped. And yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we would have won with a different order, but this is not the order I wanted. So, you put so much into getting the game that you want. This would have been the main run, obviously, if I had won. And yeah, you put so much effort into getting the run that you want, and then you get distracted for a couple minutes, and you make mistakes. So, it's pretty funny. Let's see if there's any other bonus. I wanted to show the separate ostrich and how it works. So we're going to get it set up really quick here. It's turn 14, rolling around. Where are you at? You're supposed to get it set up. Reset the hamster triggers. And there it is. So I don't think... Okay. You see this ostrich right here? It just triggered. This one is sending out stats. I believe because it has higher attack. I'm not positive though. So it just sent out the stats. This one did nothing. Right? So I'm gonna go next round. The beginning of the next round. Take a quick look. It rolled the shop. This one has 7 attack. Stats go out. This one did nothing. You see we got the gold back. Okapi triggers. Nothing. So at that point, my experiment was over, and it was fine because I could just combine ostriches and bring something in. So that's why I brought the saber-tooth in to the bonus clip you just saw. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.